So you know that's the people's champ, and I'm Jack. We got another one for you. Niecy's gonna read it out. Can you read it out to us, please?
Sure. So for tonight, we have the Am I the for telling my stepdaughter to stop using period products in the bathroom she shares with my teenage sons. I have been living with my new wife and stepdaughter for about 6 months now. She's 19, almost 20, and I have three sons, ages 18, 16, and 15. She's a really good kid and she's a good influence on my sons. I really enjoy having her around. My wife and her daughter moved into my house and sold theirs. My stepdaughter's father isn't present in her life, nor is my son's mother. All four children share a bathroom. My sons have never lived for a long period of time with a woman, nor have any of them had long term girlfriends. They had short visitation periods when they were younger, but never longer than an hour, so living with two women has become unusual for them. My eldest son, 18, came to me last week and told me that his stepsister disposes of her used sanitary products in the trash can that they share, but doesn't use toilet roll or sandwich bags to disguise what they are, and it makes him uncomfortable, which I think is reasonable. My sons are teenage boys and don't want to see their stepsister's products on full display. A few nights ago, I went into the kitchen to grab a snack, and she was there doing some work for university. My wife had mentioned that she knew she was on her period, so I took it as an opportunity to have a word with her. I told my sons, I told her my sons were uncomfortable and asked her if she'd mind putting her used products in the diaper bag or flushing them down the toilet, which is a horrible idea, by the way. She laughed and told me it's rich coming from a man who sheds like a gorilla and has used three skid marking sons, which I thought was just an unnecessary attack. I've been nothing but nice to the girl, and it's hardly a comparison. My sons shouldn't be subjected to her hot. I'm trying to read here. My son.
Hold on, sorry, sir. I just find it messed up that she took that time to send shots his way. Like he catch some strays.
She emptied her clip immediately. She was ready on the trigger. She not waiting for that moment to pop up at any given time. I just want you to know. That is the walker one and then loaded long time.
He left his vest at home, but he get shot. Go ahead, sorry.
My son shouldn't be subjected to her unhygienic products if it makes him uncomfortable. She went on to lecture me about how tampons can't be flushed and that it's bad for the environment if she used diaper bags for everyone, which I think is just an excuse. I called her a scruff and told her that this was my house and that is the way I said it goes. I later asked my wife if she could have a word with her, and she told me I was being ridiculous and that her daughter has had her period for 10 years and knows what she's doing. When I told her it was making my sons uncomfortable, she said my sons needed to get a grip and turn over and went to sleep. This is a genuine issue to me, and she didn't care enough to have a discussion about it. I asked my stepdaughter again in the morning, and she did the same as her mother, completely dismissed. Both of them have told me to stop being so silly, but I don't see how I'm being unreasonable when it makes my sons uncomfortable. Am I? There is an update, so let me know if you want to give your comment now or after I read the update.
I want to give my comment now before the update. So he wasn't being so he came to her. He tried to have a conversation. I think the conversation devolved when he got shot in the stomach.
I also took him to get care. I took him to the nearest urgent care for that wound.
That was a GSW that he need to report. And it was cool. And then the conversation devolved, and then she did dismiss him. And then I think he kind of became assholish after that exchange went bad. And then he tried to talk to the daughter, which, you know what I'm saying? You don't talk to the mom, it probably ain't gonna go any better with the daughter. So I don't know. I think he turned into, but he was bringing a valid discussion, and it was worth a discussion. It just went bad.
I don't think I don't think he's an asshole at all. I think his request is reasonable. As a female, I don't want to go in another female's restroom and see their sanitary products used sanitary products just laying in an open waste bin for all to see. I think that's very unhealthy and very unhygienic. And I think that she can get a brown paper bag or whatever, wrap them in toilet paper and put them in a brown bag for the week. She doesn't have to use a brown bag for each one. She can pack them all in one bag and put it in there so the boys don't notice that it's in there. It's very simple. Like, I don't think what the dad is asking is unreasonable. He's not saying she can't use the bathroom. He's not saying that she can't put the hygienic products in the bathroom. She's just asking for her to cover them in a way that is not noticeable to the boys because they find it uncomfortable. And I think it's unsanitary as well. So I don't see his acts to be unreasonable. He went to the daughter first because she's a grown adult. She's almost 20 years old. He went to her in a nice way. She got startled and she opened up her nine, emptied the clip on him. He took his wound, went to the wife. She just pressed her finger on the wound, make him bleed out some more. He went back to the daughter in the morning and she continued on their warpath. And I think that that's not cool. I think it's important for the boys to be aware of what women go through and those things, but they shouldn't be, no one should be disposed to the used sanitary products anywhere. I think that is super cool.
Let's not forget that those things carry an odor as well. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that could be offensive.
She could put something in her room in her own wastebasket and dump it when she's done. You don't have to be the one in the bathroom. If she don't want to do what she wants to do it in her room, in her privacy of her room.
To be clear, we are not shaming women for having periods or anything like that. It is a natural bodily function. Praise be to women. All right. Thank you. Thank you for that. It's just the disposal. We need to come to an agreement there. The only agreement I could see would be him like doing a half bath at this point. Or
I mean, I'm already concerned the four of them are sharing one bathroom anyway. Like me and my mom leaving our house to move in with you to share a bathroom with three other boys is beyond my capability. But I don't know this. We don't know the situation to speak on it, but that's what they choose to do. And hopefully it works out for them. But again, of course, we're not bashing any female for having natural monthly occurrences. It's the sanitary concept of what she's doing when she has her cycle is in question. Dad's question is valid. The son concern is valid, and she needs to do a little better with her hygiene. But for the other, not even 2 hours after I posted this, my wife and stepdaughter gathered my sons and I and gave us in a full intensive periods for pricks course, PowerPoint and all. It was a hoot. They made an interactive quiz on everything. My sons and I learned a lot and apologize to my stepdaughter. Thank you for your input.
ooh, ooh. Now, if this man build a whole outhouse just for she gonna be vexed. Oh man, he's a very patient guy. I honestly, after hearing the update, I feel like the mother and the daughter are they come in a pair.
Agreed. Because I mean, I like the fact that they take the time to inform them and educate them about periods and the concepts of periods and so forth. And it seems like they learned a lot, which I can appreciate because I think it's important for men to learn about it because they're gonna date somebody's daughter and they might have daughters and they have sisters and so forth. So it's something that everyone should learn about, and I'm glad that they did learn. However, it doesn't sound like she's gonna change her behavior of putting her nasty used period pads in the damn trash with all the blood leaking out for the boys them to see. That is the problem here, Missy. Is that the
That's
boys
this.
don't want to come to use the bathroom, but the trash can next to the toilet and they look over in the trash and there's period blood dripping down in the damn garbage. Because I'm
That,
pretty sure if you're doing that, you don't clean the trash can after every dump. Because that's just nasty to me. That's the problem here. And I think that is still an asshole.